everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to build basically the easiest wither skeleton farm in Minecraft. And it will definitely supply you with a lot of good loot. It will supply you with tons of bones, a lot of swords, coal, and wither skeleton skulls. And I've just been AFKing here for about 30 minutes and I already have 12. So today I'm going to be going over how to build this and things you need to note down in the making. So stay tuned and I think we should get started. So the first step you're going to have to do to start this wither skeleton skull farm is you're going to have to find an intersection, because if you don't already know, intersections are where wither skeletons spawn most frequently in the nether fortress. And once you find one, you're going to want to collect some netherrack so you can make a 19 by 19 square inside of the intersection. And you do not have to make it inside of an intersection, it's just where they spawn most. Then you're going to want to collect a lot of wither roses. I just recently made a video on how to get a lot of them, so link will be in the description, and trust me, it's super easy. So once you get that down, you're going to want to fill the whole thing with wither roses. You might have to, it might be a little bit tricky to get them in without getting hurt, but it's not that hard. Now is the middle part. To do this part, you're going to need a piglin, because wither skeletons hate piglins and will always go towards them. So you're going to want to plop them in the middle and give them a name tag so they will not despawn. Then above them, you will want to silk touch a turtle egg, and then above that, you will want a glass block with trapdoors around that, and then a circle with trapdoors under that. Then on the bottom layer of the piglin, you're going to want to make another circle of trapdoors. This is to make sure the wither skeletons cannot go towards the piglin. Then you're going to want to make walls around this bit, and these walls will guide the wither skeletons to go into the chute and go down into here so that the dog can kill them, and so we can get all of the loot. And that is the first half already done. Now for the second half, what you're going to want to do is start with a chute, and you can have any block of your choice on two opposite sides, and then any wall of your choice on two opposite sides, because the reason for this is so that if two wither skeletons want to fight on who gets in first, they will both be able to go in. Then this part might be a little bit tricky to get, but it's not that difficult. You're going to want to make the chute about 19 or 20 blocks high, and the reason for this is that if the wither skeletons plop down a short height and still have 2 hearts left, the dog will try to attack them, and the wither skeletons will still be alive and kill the dog at once. So that's why you have to make sure you make a good height with your chute. And then what you're going to want to do is sort of make an arch over your dog in a minecart. You can make this out of any block that you want, and then you're going to want to put the dog on top of a slab next to some soul sand with a wither rose on top, and the wither rose prevents any other mobs from spawning. Then you're going to want to put a wall of any choice on top of the dog, and then sort of a plus sign of a hoppers right under the wither rose and soul sand, leading into as many chests as you want. I would recommend having more than one because this thing gives you so many swords, so unless you have an automatic sorter, I would definitely recommend having a lot of chests. And if you are going to make a ceiling on top of this, make it 3 blocks high or more, because wither skeletons are 3 blocks high and will not be able to spawn in anything under 2. So yes, definitely note that down. So now we're going to talk about other things you will need to do after you finish the farm. And this part might take about an hour, but you don't exactly have to do this. This part is optional, but it really just buffs the farm. It is spawn proofing, because if you don't already know, basically every single wither rose farm in the world requires spawn proofing. But it really just makes the farm work better, because if you don't know, mobs cannot spawn on anything in the game that is not a solid block. So they can't spawn on buttons, slabs. So you can see they only want to spawn in the farm and not anywhere else. You don't have to spawn proof anything, it really just helps the farm out a little bit. So this is the entire farm done, but let's talk about the last thing you will need to do. It is the AFK spot, because if you want a true really good farm that will supply you with thousands of wither skeleton skulls, you are going to need an AFK spot so you can basically AFK overnight. And basically every single mob farm that doesn't require spawners requires you to be up super high, and in order to do this you will need to break bedrock and escape to into the roof of the nether, and in order to do this, you'll need to glitch it using a redstone and TNT machine. I might make a tutorial on how to do this, but you can probably find a way on how to break into the nether. And then once you get into the roof of the nether, you're going to want to build up, basically maybe using scaffolding, to about level 176, 77, or 78, because you have to really get the right height up or else this will not work. But that is basically it. It is definitely the easiest wither skeleton skull farm to make in the game, and you can see we already have 12 after about 30 minutes. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Also, RaiseWorks made a video on how to make this as well, so you can go check that out too. I hope this helps you in your survival world, and I will see you guys all in the next one. See ya!